Today, we'll take you on a journey through the darkest corners of this nation, exploring the places plagued by violence and crime. As you know, both violent and property crimes is on the rise across many U.S. cities. We're diving into the disturbing topic of America's most dangerous cities. Brace yourself as we unveil the top 10 most dangerous cities in the country. City number 10, Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, the Windy City, has a beautiful skyline, but beneath it lies a deep-rooted problem. Gang warfare has plagued this city for decades, engulfing communities in a never-ending cycle of violence. It's here that innocent lives are lost every day to senseless acts of brutality. Chicago consistently makes the news as one of America's most dangerous and violent cities. With a population of 2.7 million, Chicago has a crime rate of 3,926 per 100,000 people, making it 67% more dangerous than the U.S. average. In 2021, Chicago had 26,620 violent crimes, including 774 murders. Much of violent crime can be attributed to gang violence and conflict, which is closely tied to the drug trade. At number 9, Stockton, California. Stockton is located in Northern California with a population of 320,000. Stockton has a crime rate of 4,259 per 100,000 people, making the city 82% more dangerous than the U.S. national average. In 2022, the chance of becoming the victim of violent crime was 1 in 79, with 4,047 incidents. Of that number, there were 56 murders, 918 robberies, and 2,883 assaults. Next up at number 8, Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock is located in northwest Texas with a population of 260,000. Lubbock has a crime rate that is 121% higher than the national average. In 2022, Lubbock had 5,263 crimes per 100,000 people, with 2,856 violent crimes. Of those violent crimes, there were 28 murders, 431 robberies, and 2,169 assaults. Overall, the chances of becoming the victim of a violent crime were 1 in 90. There were also 13,858 incidents of property crime. City number 7, Detroit, Michigan. Detroit is known as the Motor City due to the city's tie to the automobile industry. It is also notoriously known for its high murder rates and rampant gang activity. This city has faced years of economic decline, leading to increased poverty and desperation, a breeding ground for criminal activity. Out of a population of 632,000, Detroit has 5,389 crimes per 100,000. The crime rate in Detroit is 130% higher than the national average. The chance of being the victim of a violent crime is 1 in 44, with 14,430 violent crimes reported in 2022. Of that number, there were 330 counts of murder, 1,850 counts of robbery, and 11,565 counts of assault. In addition, there were 21,258 property crimes in 2022. Sliding in at number 6, New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is known as the Big Easy and the Crescent City. It is the birthplace of jazz music. Out of a population of 376,000, New Orleans has a crime rate of 5,864 per 100,000 people, making it 150% higher than the national average. In 2022, there were 5,208 violent crimes in New Orleans, making the chance of falling victim to a violent crime 1 in 74. Out of that number, there were 201 murders, 1,106 robberies, and 3,200 assaults. There were also 18,098 property crimes in 2020, with 2,039 counts of burglary and 3,526 counts of vehicular assault. At number 5, Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore is the largest city in the state of Maryland. Baltimore is known for its nickname, Bodymore. It has experienced a surge in violent crime in recent years. Drug-related violence and frequent shootings have left communities in fear, while the authorities strive to restore peace and safety. Baltimore has a population of 567,000 and a violent crime rate of 6,170 per 100,000 people. As of 2022, there were 9,498 incidents of violent crime and 18,370 incidents of property crime, making the overall chance of becoming a victim 1 in 17. Baltimore has a particularly high violent crime rate, with 177 homicides in the first 6 months of 2022. Much of the violent crime in Baltimore is gang and drug-related. Climbing up to number 4, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque has a population of 562,000. It has a crime rate of 6,356 per 100,000 people, making the city 171% more dangerous than the national average. In 2022, there were 7,552 violent crimes, including 80 murders, 1,439 robberies, and 5,592 assaults. Overall, the chance of becoming the victim of a violent crime is 1 in 75. Property crime is also a problem in Albuquerque. In 2022, there were 5,075 burglaries, 18,131 incidents of theft, and 4,965 incidents of vehicle theft. Next on our list at number 3, Oakland, California. Located east of San Francisco, Oakland consistently ranks as one of the most dangerous cities in California and the country. Oakland is infamous for its high homicide rates and gang-related violence. Poverty, unemployment, and a lack of opportunities have contributed to the rise of crime in this city, making it one of the most dangerous places in America. Out of a population of 434,000, Oakland has a crime rate of 6,459 per 100,000, making Oakland 175% higher than the national average and 150% higher than California. In 2022, there were 5,714 violent incidents, including 103 murders, 2,515 robberies, and 2,730 assaults. Much of the violence in Oakland can be attributed to gang violence. City number 2, St. Louis, Missouri. The nickname for St. Louis is Gateway to the West. It was once considered the murder capital of the United States. With a history of gang violence, drug trafficking, and poverty, it continues to struggle with a violent crime rate that surpasses the national average. St. Louis has a population of 239,000 and a crime rate that is 234% higher than the national average. St. Louis has 7,847 crimes per 100,000 people, with 6,107 violent crimes and 17,399 property crimes reported in the 2020 year. Of the 6,107 violent crimes, there were 263 incidents of murder, 1,242 incidents of robbery, and 4,278 incidents of assault. Overall, residents have a 1 in 50 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime. And finally, in the top spot of America's most dangerous cities, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is known as the home of the blues. It has a population of 628,000, with an overall crime rate that is 237% higher than the national average. Memphis has 7,913 crimes per 100,000 people, with an exceptionally high violent crime rate. In 2022, there were 15,318 incidents of violent crime, including 289 counts of murder, 2,134 counts of robbery, and 12,484 incidents of assault. The violent crime rate is 652% higher than the national average, and residents have a 1 in 40 chance of falling victim to a violent crime. These cities are just a glimpse into the dark side of America. Behind the glitz and glamour, there are communities struggling to survive, where violence has become a daily reality. However, it's important to remember that these cities are more than just the crime they face. They are places with vibrant cultures, resilient communities, and people striving for a better future. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey through America's most violent cities. Stay safe out there, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content like this. Thanks for watching.